it into right center field. Hit it, Todd. This baby is way back. Out of here.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And today, going to ask the question, how short is too short when it comes to the MLB season this season? If they can't get going until June, late June, July, is like a 60-game season going to be enough? Because Mariano Rivera had some comments on that, and I think he's got a decent point, and I'll talk about it. But what he said exactly is that I don't think you can play a 60-game season and call yourself a champion. Anything can happen in 60 games. I don't think it's enough. People don't play on all cylinders. The whole teams are different. I don't know. It's a great question because I don't know what's going to happen if the season is starting in June or July. It's a great point, and you need to have time to get the pitchers ready as well, especially the pitchers. And he even mentioned hitters pretty much step in the cage. They're ready. I mean, really, hitters, they step up there and hit. Yeah, they're a little rusty. They're going to have less chance of success, but they're not at chance of injury or anything like that, where pitchers need to build up strength to be able to go out there and pitch 5, 6, 7 innings, or they risk serious injury. So pitchers, they need more time to get ready, and they need more time to build up that strength to be able to go out there and pitch like you're supposed to in regular season games, which tells me that, yeah, the season is likely to start in June, maybe even July, and you're looking at a really shortened season. I mean, a super shortened season. Obviously, I'll take it. If it's going to be a 60-game season, I'll take it. And, you know, while what he's saying is true, yeah, there's going to be usually a different intensity level your first 60 or so games. But if all players and all teams realize what's going on, well, they're going to go out there and they're going to have to play their absolute best because they don't have, you know, it's like kind of like other sports like football and basketball. Losses mean more because there's not as many games, especially football. You lose a game in football, it's huge because there's only 16 games. I think that just changed. I'm not even sure. I thought I read something. Who cares? 60-game season. Is it too short? Of course it's too short. But I guess it comes down to you want too short or nothing at all, because 0 is pretty short also. So for me, if it's got to be a 60-game season, it's got to be a 60-game season. You still have the playoffs. Once the playoffs start, you know, hey, it's whoever champion is going to be whoever's able to win those playoff series. 60 games is 60 games. It's not like 10 games. It is 60 games. The better teams should be able to find their way into the playoffs, and teams that were not expected to do so well, you know, maybe they have something to be excited about. Hey, if we can get off to a hot start, you know, maybe we can slip in. You know, it's going to cause for some excitement, and more teams are going to be in the race early and late because, you know, it's going to be early, but it's also going to be late. It's like going to be, hey, we're in August and we're in first place. It could be the Marlins or something, or, you know, whoever, Giants or whoever could be like, hey, we're here in first or second place. We're right here in playoff contention, and it's August or it's September. So it would be a really interesting thing. But as to his point, is that what we want? Do we want teams like the Marlins to be competing for a playoff spot when they really haven't earned it over a 4 or 5 month span? I don't know. The answer to that, to me, it's if there's no choice, there's no choice. If that's all we can fit in, that's all we can fit in. I'd say fit it in. You know, if everything is clean. There's also that question though, what would happen if this virus is not really completely wiped out, but they determine it's wiped out enough that we can play baseball now. It is now on its way down. Let's resume baseball. And what should happen if a player were to get infected? What would happen if it's August, baseball's in full force now, and a player on a team gets it all of a sudden? Now you have to quarantine that player and the entire team and everyone he's been exposed to in the other team. And now what happens? Baseball is going to just stop. So it's really scary that if the baseball season does resume this year and this virus is not completely wiped out and completely dead, which is simply won't be, I mean, it's not going to go away that fast. What happens if a player or, you know, a coach or someone in that dugout is to get it? What would happen then? So that's a scary thing right there. Baseball could get shut down, suspend the season, and there could be no World Series after all. So there's not just a worry of not getting going. There's a worry of getting going and then having to stop again and just being a wasted year. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I know it's not all about baseball, and I have to keep saying that because people keep telling me that. I realize that, but still, it's a big deal for baseball fans, you know, and it's an interesting thought. Like once it gets going, can it continue to get going, or, you know, what's it going to be like? So just crazy stuff to think about. How a refund's going to work, a whole lot of ideas. You know, if you have an 18-game package and then they only play 60 games, do you still get to have some refund money? Or are they going to say, oh, no, you can still go to your 18 games? But people are going to be like, look, I don't have time to go to 18 games in such a short period of time. That's why I got 18 games for a whole 162-game season. I didn't get 18 games for a 60-game season. I don't have that kind of time, if that makes sense. So you would think you'd get some refunds there, but maybe not. We'll see how these teams handle it. It's going to be really interesting. Crazy situations going on. What do you guys think of a shortened season? Is 60 games too short? Should they just might as well forget it, just cancel it? If it's going to be 60 games, is it even worth it to even go? Even with realizing that if somebody was to get sick, they're probably just going to cancel it anyway. Or are we just going to have no baseball this year?
It's really interesting. What do you think? 60-game season? Is that too short? That sounds incredibly short.
Let me know down below, guys, and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Check out my other videos on the channel. Got a lot of great stuff coming out, or at least I hope you think it's great. I don't know if it's great or not, but I try to make everything great and high quality right here on the Humm Baby Baseball channel, because this is where we're talking baseball and nothing else but baseball. So hit that subscribe button, and I would really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for you guys' support. Loving what I'm seeing. Channel has grown amazingly, if that's a word, over the last few months, and I appreciate every one of you guys. Have a great day. See ya! When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle